Okay, so EuroTrip day 7. It's pretty much just a travel day. We woke up in Paris and we got all our stuff ready to go. Daniel had already went to work, so we just pretty much was in charge of packing up our stuff and leaving the key before we had to head to the train station. Our train left at 2 to head to Madrid, which was exciting, but also kind of nerve-wracking since we actually didn't have a hostel check-in that night and we weren't supposed to get there till midnight because we were having a connection in Barcelona. But it was really exciting because we're moving to a new city and a new country. So we packed everything up and we left about 2 hours early, got on the metro, went to the train station, hung out there, found out that our bags were ripped. Thank you, Study Away office. The day bags that we've been using had this giant hole in them, hole in the side, I guess from the water bottles we had, but it was just one more thing we had to worry about, but it was still pretty exciting that we were getting on the train. We just made sure that we didn't lose anything, because my hole was like right at the bottom of the bag, so things could definitely fall out. But we got on the train. We went all the way to Barcelona. The ride was really fun. We played some cards and just relaxed a little bit. Then we went to Madrid, and got to Madrid around midnight, which was, it was a little earlier than we were supposed to. We were supposed to get there around 12:20, but we got there 20 minutes early. Realized we didn't have really a hostel to go to because we weren't supposed to check in until the next day. We didn't really have any idea what we were doing, but we decided to just hoof it a little bit. So we started walking through Madrid. Decided we were probably going the wrong way, so we went back, went to the train station, got Wi-Fi, tried to find a map to the hostel. We just decided that if we were going to go, we're just going to go chill out in the lobby until we could check in. So we got some Wi-Fi. We started walking, found out where it was, and we just started walking away. So it was like a mile away, so not too bad. We stopped for some nice Madrid pizza, which was really good, and it was really cheap too, so that was nice. And then we just kept walking up this hill, and we get to the hostel. We're supposed to stay at a place called, what was it called? I don't remember. Fun Hostel or something like that. And we get there, and they've lost our reservation. We told them we were supposed to check in until tomorrow, but they lost it. And so we were kind of freaking out a little bit, but then they decided to call someone they knew at a different hostel, and apparently it's like the same branch of hostel. And they were able to get us a room there, same price, everything. It was just out the door to the right and to the left, so it's really close by. But it was kind of scary a little bit that they lost a reservation. But we got to the place called Cat's Hostel, and we walk in, and we're just gonna check our bags, chill out in the lobby until we check in the next day. Literally, we walk in, and there's like a group of people there, like they saw us, and they got really excited, and they were like, "You coming out with us?" And we're just like, what do we do? I don't know. And so we were kind of like looking at each other, like, do we go out with them, or I don't know, we got nothing else to do. And we're like, we're just here to check our bags, like, we don't know. And they're like, come out with us, it's like 2 clubs, and you get all these drinks, and it's only 20 euros, and yada yada yada, and it's the coolest place in town. And we're just like, okay. So we threw our bags over the counter, and we got our wristbands, they gave us a few drinks, and we just decided to head on off. And it was 1 o'clock in the morning, apparently, like, that's when they go out, is 1 o'clock in the morning. That's when we come back from going out in America, but apparently in Spain it's when you're actually supposed to go out. So we went out, met this lovely lady named Barbara who spoke English, which was nice, and she was part of the pub crawl, and so she was kind of showing us around, and she took us to this nice little place where they're supposed to like pregame and listen to some music or whatever, and we got the free drink, and that was fun. And we ended up going downtown to this place called Capital, which we actually passed on the way to the hostel. We were like, wow, that place is popping, and it's because it really was popping. It was a 7-story like club, 7 floors. All floor was completely different. They had like 5 DJs going around. They had a bar on the top and every bar in between, and there was this giant dance floor, and it was so fun to check this all out. It was an expensive place. It's usually like 20 euros just to get in, which is like $27, $28. And that's just crazy to spend so much to get into. But we got a free drink there. Met some cool people. Met this guy named Jay, and he was showing us around, which was a lot of fun. And we ended up just staying there till 5 in the morning. Like, we were dancing, and it was so much fun. And they had this nice little like mist thing that they shot down on the dance floor. It was like fog mist, so it like cooled you off while you're dancing, which is really cool. They had dancers, they had DJs. It was so much stuff going on. And we ended up staying out till like 5 in the morning before we trekked back. And Jay was like, he worked for the hostel. He was like, hey, do you want some pizza? I'll make you some pizza and have a beer, whatever. And so we went back to the hostel, had some pizza, some beer, got to know a few people, which was cool. They started putting out the breakfast stuff because we were up so late. And Travis and I were so exhausted, especially from the day before of just traveling. We're sitting at the bar and we're just like falling asleep. It's about 6 in the morning. Jay's like, hey, let me get you a room. And he gave us a room for free that just to stay. And he was like, just come back when I'm working, give me the key, and you can check into your hostel tomorrow. And so it was so nice that we were able to get somewhere to, sleep. And we just went up to this room, which had weird locks. Like, you were supposed to push the lock in, turn it to the right, scan your key, turn it to the left. It was like a freaking jigsaw puzzle just trying to open the door. Travis had a little trouble with it, but it did take a little while, so we finally figured it out. But we were able to go in, had bed, pillow, blanket, everything, and we just passed out until about 1. So we slept for about 5-6 hours. And then we went downstairs to check in for our hostel room. The guy wasn't there, though. And Jay, the one that said that he was working, but he wasn't there. So we got up, went to our room, went back to sleep, woke back up, turned in our key, we went to Jay, found our key, and we pretty much slept the day away. We didn't get up till 5-6 o'clock that day, just because we were so exhausted. We stayed up so late, and it was just pretty much a recharge, especially from Paris. Paris was go, 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 and Madrid we were able to at least relax. So we pretty much slept for day 8. Day 8 we slept. This is day 7, day 8, because day 8 was just pretty much going to sleep. We went down to the bar, met a few people, and just kind of talked around, and met some people, which was fun. And they wanted us to go back to the pub crawl, but we were not about that life, especially if we were going to sleep till 5 the next day. We wanted to actually go out and enjoy the city. And I mean, going out was fun, but man, it was expensive, and it was, too much time, especially when we go to sleep that often. And the next day was the European Cup, so we knew it was going to be a pretty poppin' place, so we didn't want to go out too much, especially since we were going to go out the next day. Travis and I just kind of walked around downtown. We actually got lost and was trying to ask for directions, and no one spoke English, but we found a group of ladies who knew where we were going. None of them spoke English, but one of them was nice enough to walk us to the place we were going. So we just started walking downtown, and we went a few bars and clubs and just kind of enjoyed the downtown scenery and just had fun. We did find our way back, which was nice, and we were back by about 2 in the morning, so we just kind of took it easy that day and just kind of enjoyed the downtown and the center square, since the hostel was right in the center. That was really cool. But that was day 7 and day 8, the Thursday and Friday in Madrid, and we pretty much just went out and enjoyed the culture a little bit, and it was nice that we were in the square. So Madrid life, party life, is definitely different than America, because I'm in bed by 2 and they don't go out till 2. But it's been a lot of fun, so keep up to date for the next days.